My dear students, welcome to CMI's online classes. In today's class, in this video for the students of Standard 9, we will continue with the chapter, the tenses. In our previous videos on the same chapter, we have already completed the simple tenses and the continuous or progressive tenses. In this video, in today's class, we will start the another tense, that is the perfect tenses. So the perfect tenses are also classified into three kinds according to the time reference of the actions, that are present perfect tense, past perfect tense and future perfect tense. So in this video, in this class, we will particularly focus on the detailed explanation of the present perfect tense. But before that, we have to understand the perfect tenses as a whole. That means what is the sentence structures of all perfect tenses. So we have to understand subject plus to have verbs. So we use to have verbs as the helping verbs to frame the sentences in the perfect tenses. And after to have verbs, we use B3 form of the verbs. That means past participle form of the verbs in perfect tenses. And after that comes the rest of the sentence. That means subject plus to have verbs plus B3 plus rest of the sentence is the structure of sentences in the perfect tenses. But now, as we have to understand the present perfect tense, we have to understand from to have verbs, which have verbs are used in the present perfect tense and which have verbs are used in the past perfect tense and which have verbs are used in the future perfect tense. At first, in this video, in today's class, we will understand the present perfect tense and the structure of sentences, structure of different sentences like affirmative, negative as well as interrogative sentences in the present perfect tense. So let us move ahead with the detailed explanation of the present perfect tense. So let us see at first the structure of sentences in affirmative form in the present perfect tense, because at first we have to understand the structure of sentences in affirmative form. Then by following the processes, we will practice to change the sentences in affirmative form in the present perfect tense into negative and interrogative. Interrogative, both negative and positive. Okay. So here, what is the sentence structure of affirmative sentences in present perfect tense is subject plus has or have. In present perfect tense, from the group of have verbs, we take has or have. Has is used if the subject is singular and have is used if the subject is plural. Has is used with singular subjects and have is used with plural subjects. Both with has or have we use. After that, the main verb is always B3. That means past participle form of the verb. After that comes the part of the predicate or the part of the other part of the sentence. That means rest of the sentence or the rest of the predicate. Okay, understood. Now let us see what does the present perfect tense tell us about. Okay, what are its uses? What are the kinds of actions we express in the present perfect tense? Let's see. The present perfect tense describes an action that started in the past but has just been completed. Maybe the action that started in the past but it has finished recently or just now. So these kind of actions are expressed in the present perfect tense. जो काम भले ही बहुत पहले से शुरू हुआ हो लेकिन उसका समाप्ति अभी कुछ देर पहले हुआ हो, ऐसे एक्शंस को हम प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट टेंस में एक्सप्रेस करेंगे. The term present perfect suggests that the action has been completed recently. दैट मीन्स प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट का मतलब क्या है कि जो भी काम हुआ है वो फिलहाल हुआ है, फिलहाल कंप्लीट हुआ है, फिनिश हुआ है. अंडरस्टूड. नाउ लेट अस सी more about the actions expressed through the present perfect tense. That means its uses. The present perfect tense is used, number one, to talk about unfinished actions or habits. ऐसा काम जो फिनिश नहीं हुआ हो, okay, that started in the past. जो काम कंटिन्यू हो रहा हो, अभी भी हो रहा हो और पहले से शुरू हुआ हो, एंड द रिजल्ट ऑफ विच कैन बी सीन और वी कैन सी और फील इवन इन प्रेजेंट. जिसका रिजल्ट हमें अभी प्रेजेंट में भी देखने को मिलते हो. दैट मीन्स वो अभी भी हो रहा हो. अंडरस्टूड. सो लेट अस सी द एग्जाम्पल्स. आई हैव वॉक्ड फॉर 4 किलोमीटर्स ऑलरेडी. दैट मीन्स मैं 4 किलोमीटर चल चुका हूं. फिनिश्ड वॉकिंग 4 किलोमीटर. दैट मीन्स आई एम स्टिल वॉकिंग. ऑलरेडी इफ आई हैव ऑलरेडी कंप्लीटेड वॉकिंग 4 किलोमीटर्स, बट स्टिल आई एम वॉकिंग. ओके. नाउ another example. He has lived in New York for many years and he really likes the city. That means for many years he has completed many years living in New York. But it also means that at the present time also he lives there. Okay. I hope you have understood the explanation of the point number 1. Now point number 2 is to talk about the past action whose time of occurrence is not known or is not important. Okay, ऐसा काम जो बीता हुआ समय में शुरू हुआ हो, लेकिन उसका वो कब हुआ, उसका टाइम के बारे में हमें पता नहीं हो, या उस टाइम का बारे में हमें कुछ लेना देना नहीं हो क्योंकि वो इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है. ओके. Understood. I hope you have understood. That means those actions that started in the past, okay, but we don't know about the time of action, or we don't think that the time of action at which those actions started is not important. Okay, like a bus and a truck have collided against each other. Okay, we don't know the time of the action. When did the bus and the truck collide? Okay, but it happened in the past. Okay, we don't know about the time of action. Now the truck has fallen into the ditch on the other side of the road. So the truck has fallen, गिर चुका है. Okay, it happened in the past, but we don't know the time of action. So these kind of actions are explained in the present perfect tense. Now another point to understand is to be explained is to talk about the action that was completed in the very recent past. Very recent past means जो अभी अभी हुआ हो, ऐसा काम जो अभी अभी हुआ हो. And we use just, already, recently, yet for such instances. और ऐसे कामों को बयां करने के लिए ज्यादातर हम या तो just, adverb just, already, recently, yet, हम इस ऐसे वर्ड्स को यूज करेंगे. Like I have just cleaned my room. I have completed cleaning my room. But when? Just now. Okay. The minister has announced recently. The minister has recently announced a new plan for the railways. That means the minister has already announced. Okay, but when? He has announced in the past, but just before now. Understood. Now see the fourth point. To talk about one's life experiences. Okay, it also takes place in the past. Okay, actions or events that happened sometime during a person's life. किसी भी समय, बीता हुआ समय में, किसी भी समय में ये काम हुआ हो. Where time is not important. जिसे बताने के लिए हमें टाइम का कोई इम्पोर्टेंस नहीं है. लाइक आई हैव रेड द गीतांजलि. मैं गीतांजलि पढ़ चुका हूँ. ओके, दिस एक्शन टुक प्लेस इन द पास्ट. ही हैज बीन टू लंदन. वो लंदन जा चुका है. टेकन प्लेस इन पास्ट. ओके, दिस इज पास्ट लाइफ एक्सपीरियंसेस. I have completed my graduation from London University. So if we are talking about our qualifications also, though you have completed your studies, it took place in the past. But whenever we talk about our qualifications and experiences, life experiences, then that means whenever we speak about our life's experiences and our qualifications, then we also use the present perfect tense to express or to speak about our life's experiences and qualifications. Now let us see the structure of sentences in affirmative sentences. Affirmative form in the present perfect tense. Subject plus has or have, as I have already explained you. Has is used with singular subject and have is used with plural subject. After that, past participle form of the verb be3, that means be3 and rest of the sentence. Like we have taken the same example from above, like the truck has fallen into the ditch. The truck, subject, तो subject singular है, तो we have used has plus fallen, be3 form of the verb fall. Into the ditch, we can say it as the rest of the sentence, part of the sentence or the rest of the predicate. Understood? So this sentence is in affirmative form and it is written in the present perfect tense. Now let us see the structure of negative sentences. Negative sentences means sentences having no or not. So here we will use we will put not in between the helping verb and the main verb. What are the helping verbs here? We have used has and have as the helping verbs, and main verbs be3. So be3 और has और have के बीच में हम not लगाएंगे तो वो sentence negative sentence हो जाएगा present perfect tense में. Understood? Like the truck has not fallen into the ditch. See the truck, subject singular है तो has, not है, has के बाद not, fallen be3. So that means main verb और helping verb के बीच में be3 है. Okay, and into the ditch. This is the negative sentence. The sentence in negative form in the present perfect tense. Okay. Now we will see the interrogative sentences, positive interrogative sentences. So interrogative sentences here framing with helping verb. What are the helping verbs? Has or have. So we are changing the same sentence into interrogative. So whenever we are framing question sentences by using helping verbs are used at the beginning of the sentence and the subject comes between the helping verb and the main verb. Here, has the truck fallen into the ditch? Has, helping verb, fallen. Main verb v3. Okay, the truck is subject. The truck singular है तो has used है, has is used. So subject क्या है यहाँ पर? Helping verb और main verb के बीच में. Okay, the change in the place of the helping verb and the subject. Okay, has the truck fallen into the ditch? This is the structure of positive interrogative sentence in the present perfect tense. Now, I hope you have understood. Now, interrogative sentences but in negative form. Okay. Now, again here we have to put not, but where? In between the subject and the main verb. Okay. Now, here also same. The structure will be the same, but only we have to put not before the main verb. Okay. So, here, has the truck not fallen into the ditch? So, has और have के जगह has है क्योंकि subject singular है. Okay, fallen main verb है b3, तो subject truck है, तो subject और main verb के बीच में हमारा not है. Okay, after that rest of the sentence. This is the interrogative sentence in negative form. Has the truck not fallen into the ditch? This is the negative sentence, negative interrogative sentence in the present perfect tense. I hope now you are able to transform other sentences, other affirmative sentences in the present perfect tense into negative as well as interrogative. Interrogative both positive and negative. So this much for today's class, my dear students. If you have any doubts regarding this explanation, kindly raise your doubts during the class period so that your concepts will be clear regarding this present perfect tense. Okay, students. Thank you so much for being the part of my today's class. Thank you so much.